Why? What do you mean?
I don't know. I have no idea actually. But either way, fuck this. Alright. Maybe I can suck my ass, because we're gonna start this snit right now. Alright.
It's a warlord. He's not answering.
Fucking owned.
Then fuck all y'all.
Exactly. Anyway.
Why do you do the same thing to a cart, Loltank?
Okay.
Finally I can stream this fucking Shadow Gay and I'll have no frame drops. Finally.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation.
There, done.
Ah, screw it. This is tiresome.
You need more motivation!
Dang!
I do. I really, really do. Now then,
And
let's
if I
start this
teach you
class
to-
trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep
Well,
saying
you
that?
didn't listen, bro.
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it! We can't die here!
What
Oh
fag.
my! Himiko has become so determined!
Excuse me, I can't say that on
It's
stream
true!
either.
People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
What? Say that to my face!
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
I tell you that DSP stream with the UFC online or UFC bullsnit, very, very painful. Cheese in the game, like shot clock cheese, bullsnit. Wow, this is a fucking perjury already. Wow, excellent.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still logged in there. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it! I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
Ugh. Fucking shitcocks, man. Okay. Let's run this way.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still logged in there. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Oh, snit! Yeah! Bounce! Bounce! Take it!
You could
Yeah!
with poison.
Yeah! Got the perjury. Yeah! Take that! Yeah. Was I supposed to lie? I have no idea. Anyway.
And it's much too early to decide that Kaito is the culprit.
But why?
Wait,
I
for
think it's
real?
already too late.
What?
They said
You guys are taking so long to realize that people
DSP
can
on
kill others in
his
a
stream said that his old TV was the reason why he has lag and input delays.
Oh my god.
He needs a new TV.
Yeah, that's... I think that's where snit. Unless he has a TV from 2001, I don't think that's gonna happen, or that would happen.
Have you forgotten?
Bro, how could a TV cause all that issue, bro?
Not a poison.
DSP's the one who has issues.
It's not like Mew could have been killed by an antidote.
What? Are you serious here? Come on, Shuichi.
Some guy said the poor
That
guy
bottle
has a
definitely
brain
had
of a
poison in
goldfish.
it. Didn't we check the
Oh,
label?
I mean, DSP's got plenty of cash. He can, shell for a new TV, even though that's not the reason why he's bad.
Is this fun for you? Messing with the trial?
Well, I mean, this is where it gets fun for both me and the culprit. So, what's this talk about an antidote? We'll just say you misunderstood the whole thing, Shuichi. We all know you wouldn't lie.
Of course. I'm sorry. I was just misremembering.
And then, you know how the arcade pad people use for Street Fighter?
Yes.
He made it short because he thought that made it superior and had no input lag.
But
Sounds
Kokichi,
like bullshit
you're
too.
misremembering as well. You were the one who told us about the warnings on the label. If you remember what was on that label, you'll see that your argument is flawed.
What warnings? Was there something like that on the label?
DSP played UFC today, and
He did.
his
so what does that mean?
viewers were all bored because he kept cheesing the the submissions. He won. There was a stat that came up before his final match.
It means that
against Daniel
Mew couldn't have
Cormier.
been killed
He,
with poison.
It said he won
That's what I'm
7 of
trying
his
to say.
last 8 fights by submission, and that's the complete cheesy and
Yeah, he
boring way to
just
win the
kept-
game.
What if you're mistaken about the
He just kept
antidote,
doing
Shuichi?
guillotines.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? I mean,
Right.
And he's like,
Well, for now,
dude,
forget
why
the-
isn't online the same thing as single player?
Let's
he
focus on
tried to do
exactly
the
what
same
was written
cheese
on that
snit
warning
online,
label.
trying to submit people, but
Drinking the
It's
poison
just
not gonna work
result in
online, I mean,
subconjunctival hemorrhage.
idiot.
Bro,
other
if
words,
you're gonna play
your
a fighting
eyes
game
are
online and
bloodshot.
trying to do the same thing you do on single player, it's not gonna work out.
He was like, I bought this game to play with,
That Mew's
play
body.
offline, not against people online.
That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Fucking DSP, man.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us
That's
to
gonna
think
be
we
on
died
This Is
by
How You Don't
poison.
Play UFC 3 for sure, or a detractor video tomorrow.
Then,
DSP's
what
pretty much a
was
soap
the
opera.
real
I
cause of
mean,
death?
he really is a soap opera.
Dude, I'm watching. One day I'm gonna say I'm watching porn and there's delay. The girl's not getting naked too fast. I already hear the moanings. Fucking Batman DSP.
What the fuck?
Fucking idiot, bro.
Shitcocks. Okay, there's one of a few things here. What is Mew's cause of death? Shitcocks, bro. Shitcocks.
So he won all his fights due to submissions. But he was playing it on easy.
Damn it!
Must have been.
No, he was playing on one.
No. Wow.
This is it!
This was pretty much all his
It's the
fights.
killing game simulator itself.
Somebody should call him out on it. Go like,
If
put
your
on
avatar
Hardy,
takes
idiot.
fatal damage, your real
This picture
body
was
dies
all
of
of his
shock.
fights. It wasn't actually hitting anyone. It was just fucking
It's just,
grabbing them.
Yeah.
That was made
Pointing
clear in the
he didn't,
program's text
he didn't
file.
take any shots, no punching, no kicking, none of that. Just completely
Miyu received fatal
wrestling
damage
and
in the virtual
submission.
world and died
Against
from
it,
that shock.
literally.
In that case,
Supposed to punch,
it's fair to
kick,
say that the cause of
suplex,
death
or do
was
something
actually
and
the
then submission.
simulator.
But we're gonna do just submission. That means that you like being the top of the guy, or you
his
like
question.
the guy being top of you.
Yeah.
Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonta is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
That was uncalled for. Someday,
I know he
my
liked
chest
being
will
on
grow
top of
like
the guy.
crazy.
Fuck.
Let's begin then.
Fucking Nabi sent me a message saying, what SoundCloud people you listen to?
Wait, what?
He wants to know if I use
In the virtual
SoundCloud.
world, Miyu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
In the virtual world, Miyu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare
Alright, I'll
hands.
Ricker comes back in here. Damn! This
I
he went
think
somewhere.
strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was height.
Hello.
What the hell?
What?
Yes. I thought that was right. Shitcocks.
In the virtual world, Miyu was fatally
What are you
injured.
talking about?
So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did
The
that
non-stop
to Mew
debate. I got.
was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
Apparently all this time I didn't realize this game was running off of graphics.
Yep, some gay snip. That's why I was. The frame rate kept going down. Ah, look at the frame rate. Ah, nice.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look
And Pink, idiot. Pink here.
Right. And the virtual world
He
is
just
connected
went
to 5
AFK
senses.
about 40 seconds ago.
If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she's suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation.
How late is tonight's session?
Also, when a
Until
victim is
1.
poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth.
Oh, 1?
Until 1, yes.
But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh. The assassin
And what if
master
we get
gets
done early?
really chatty when it comes to corpses.
It's not gonna happen.
Only 15
In
tall.
that case,
11, Rashawn.
Her exact cause of death is being
Nope, it's not
strangled
gonna
in the
happen.
virtual world.
Not gonna happen.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
Not gonna happen.
If the avatars were
I
equally
assure you,
strong,
and I
it
assure
would
Trump.
be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
I'm the only one watching.
But was
Owned
there
it.
even a rope in that world? I don't remember
Fucking owned
seeing
it.
one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
This is it! During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion. I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
What you mean, Shuichi? Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all! There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
I'll cut through your words!
Babby's easiest. Ah, look at the frame rate. Huh.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable. Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
Yes.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
That's it! Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
Alright, I'm back.
Hilarious.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
Mew's dead.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer.
It is dead. I think that's why Celeste hates her, because resembles the Xenon player.
Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why'd she do that?
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Gonta, no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
Probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
You idiot! She was the victim!
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Damn, she died.
For a hammer. Gonta, no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
Probably just
Who killed
brought it for
her?
self-defense.
Or she
See about
secretly
that.
met up with someone.
Let's see about that. Let's see about that. Who killed her?
Her own self-watch.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me.
She
I
thinks
told her to meet up with Mew on the
she
roof of the
choked.
mansion.
Was she choking on her own dick?
Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way,
I don't know about
Mew
that.
asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Mew called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
That's it! She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Ah, shit, Cox. What's this gonna be? Taxi.
She choked on her own boob.
It's like a titty no one wants to phone.
Let's.
Well, she had intercourse with a robot, right?
I wouldn't call it that. It was more like maintenance.
Okay, maintenance. I mean, yeah, she had big titties, anime titties.
Sean will know that.
Yeah, fag. What a faggot. Oh, look at the frame rate. Ah.
This is like driving simulator.
The frame rate. Ah. Shitcocks.
I would have said the virtual.
Virtual.
Man, you're already swerving.
Yeah.
Isn't cheesy the guy perfectly? Yeah.
It's Franklin, man. It's the Franklin thing. They stole it from GTA 5.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
He did that too?
What? Miu was the one who put that poison bottle there?
Save frequently. Make sure you save frequently so you don't lose any data.
No, that ain't right.
I got.
Something's definitely weird about that.
Turn up the heat. Oh, look at the frame rate. Ah, it's back again.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? Back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison. Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper!
No, it wasn't me, guys! When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, Then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the...
Yeah.
Wrong.
Get the V. Shooting at the V.
It was Mew who planted the
The
poison on
frame rate.
Kokichi's chair.
Ah. More serious.
She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Fuck this frame rate.
A record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
This is it!
It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
Fucking frame rate. Puta que pariu.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Oh, wait. What were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
That bear's gonna die.
Cause she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted.
A groundbreaking breaking news.
And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
So his frame rate is terrible. Yes. Excellent.
No, you're just like Monokuma.
On some DSP snit.
Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I get it.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
Was able to quit.
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locked the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked, so you gotta be lying.
Shitcocks.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
I see. I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death.
Oh, look at the frame rate. Wow.
We need to make sense of those first.
Cut in half for no reason. I tell you.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
I have no idea what this is gonna be. Ah, frame rate's in the toilet.
Like you're seeing our career.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. Look at where her avatar fell.
This is just like the second-class trial of the last game. That was the worst one. All this fucking alternate bullshit.
Yeah.
The mansion. Okay.
It's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion?
I might know.
There was over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. On the rooftop of the mansion.
No.
Mew should have been at the chapel.
Okay. Fucking shitcocks. Why did I do that? Look at the frame rate. Ah, it's under 30
We have a
FPS.
witness.
That was a mess.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I
No
saw
V
Mew
marker.
pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
Ah, frame rate's in the toilet. Holy snits. It's in the toilet. My goodness.
A way across it only Mew knew about.
What's a hidden bridge besides that signboard you
Or instead of bridge,
I was gonna make a
use
joke.
some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across. I suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your leg.
A way across it only Mew knew about.
I think her own creation killed
a
it.
hidden bridge besides that signboard you
Or instead of bridge,
Yes, thank you, breaking
you
news.
use some kind of vehicle to go over.
I'm just saying.
Maybe she teleported.
Because she looked like she was a tech savvy also. Yeah.
Or she used a warp zone.
Yes.
Maybe there's a place you could
That's
cross
why-
without a bridge.
That's why she was Wild's favorite.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
No, it was her favorite because she had boobs.
I agree.
That's the last one.
Well, why is she my favorite?
She is tech savvy.
That's it.
Oh, the frame rate
Exactly.
in the toilet.
Only Mew could use.
She's tech savvy, she's straight to the point, she's not scared. She's tough.
Does.
Lots of reasons.
Was there really?
Which is the complete exact opposite of Celeste.
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world.
Nice.
The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found two such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
That actually scared me. Holy shit. The fuck, man.
What is it, Kaito?
That scared the snare out of me. A la DSP.
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge?
Now the frame rate's gonna go in the
My
toilet.
sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it
Deeper
right.
in the toilet.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the so why waste time talking about it's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up. only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to... She's not just an object. I'll cut through your words.
Well then, that was too easy.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
It's very condescending.
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through...
Then her secret route was through that wall?
That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? 'Cause Mew said...
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
You lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
I guess that's very gay. Very gay.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro!
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore.
But one of the Monokumas is dead.
Lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
There's only 2 left.
Nice. They're the evil ones.
Oh, there wasn't.
Actually, the pink one is actually the sweet one.
You can't tell them such an important hint!
Everybody else is always an asshole to the sweet one.
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
They're all the same to me.
Okay, I missed something. Anyway, save frequently since we're here. Save frequently so that you don't lose any data. Yes.
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute. So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
Alright, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
What?
This is it!
Yes.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something, pretending not to know.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, shit, Cox.
Look at your new title.
Wait, what the hell was this? Oh. Oh, shit. What's my new title, you snit?
I see it! The sign that we
Anime
were using
girl
as a
playing.
bridge was odd to me.
Fag.
Anime titties.
What a fool.
Ah, fuck, I messed it up.
Pieces.
Really? Ah.
Oh, you fucking idiot. You don't have to spell title? Jesus.
Oh my god, these commands not working no more.
Fucking snits.
Odd how?
We just wasted a full minute.
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
There you go. Back to normal.
I tell ya.
I must stop messing around with this shit. Let's see. Oh my god, he changed it to... Never mind. Moderators on this channel. Me, Nightbot, Poetic, Rat.
We found it
and
earlier,
Rashad.
but there was something unnatural about it.
Then Warler said he's present.
Yes.
Want to see something funny I could do with Warler? But...
Like what? What can you do in Twitch anyway?
Another taxi? God damn, man.
He gave you a timeout for 1 second.
Oh, look at the frame rate! It's worse than in the
Type
toilet.
that. Just type again.
Oh, what's up?
There you go. Funny thing, I got you more. Wow, bro. You had 5 viewers when I had Anime Girl playing. Now you're going back to
Anime titties. Going for the anime titties.
Krótkie for you. It's fucking Twitch weirdos, I'm gonna tell ya. Wow, the frame rate is dead. Holy snits. The frame rate is dead. I'll answer that. I have no idea where the end of the river is. Whatever. I'm gonna fail. Oh, I got it right. Alright, good, nice. Get the frame rate down to 22. My goodness. Krótkie po you, though. anime grill playing brought several viewers. XD, I tell ya. Of course, this has to be the longest psych taxi with the worst frame rate. So I don't understand whatsoever. So what's the east? Okay, down.
The rest will be happy. So the rest will be happy about me dying.
I have no idea.
She's gonna be finally.
Celeste is a boring faggot.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
Boring faggot. Alright, I like an explanation of why my frame rate is so terrible, but I don't know.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream.
Fucking shitcocks. Oops. Save frequently. Okay, watch. I'm going to use a different method here. This frame rate is in the toilet. Holy snit. Right. So I'm going to restart this snit. Use a different method because the frame rate is in the toilet. Goodness. Jesus. Okay. Sponsored by the normal OBS Classic and Shadow Gaze Recording, because OBS Studios are pound dirt. But apparently.
The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
Yep, the luscious 60 FPS that General Price can hope to get.
Side of the chapel and
Yeah.
stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall.
Supposedly Fraps doesn't work on Windows 10.
Then left
Owned
it on
it.
the boulders near the mansion so she
Fraps
could
is
get back.
outdated and a piece of dirt anyway.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Fraps is a piece of dirt. That's why all the Borats use Bandicam.
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the
Captain-
wall, right? We're getting
I
off
mean,
topic.
speaking of Fraps and
We're so
shitty
close
programs,
to the truth. We just have to connect the how
the
and what.
Bandicam is still in the same precision, but it just
All
records
the
like
mysterious
shit.
things that happened have to connect with each other.
Bandicam is terrible, man. These Borats, man, I tell ya, they have to really upgrade.
Every time I see them with Bandicam, I fucking smash. I'm like, just get Place TV.
The
Fuck.
signboard going against the river current.
Place TV is also
They're all
gay.
connected.
You can relate with
I
that.
don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
Not me.
What?
Oh, you're talking about that.
We would be in a
You
lot
got
of
4
trouble
people
if
now,
you
bro.
didn't.
Because I put the title again.
Yeah, let's
Spell
stay.
it right.
The only
Yeah, change it back to anime grill, strem or whatever. Cause, you know.
Strem?
Yes. Strem. Strem, yeah.
Yes, I'm too lazy to change it.
Cause Little Tank spells title as tittle. So, you know. Strem,
It's
yeah.
like a titty no one wants to phone.
Tittle boy.
Yes.
Now I'm playing. It's still on Danganronpa V3. Terrible favorite.
The unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
I have no idea. Shitcocks. No, I have no idea. Fucking shitcocks, man.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Fucking shitcocks. What clues related to the unnatural way the sign board was carried on the river? That doesn't even make sense. What clue is related? The noise. Yeah, obviously. Ah, shitcocks, man, I tell ya.
I was wrong!
Fuck shitcocks. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I wasn't paying attention.
This is it!
Oh, alright, there we go.
It might have to do with
Third
the wall
time's the
only
charm.
objects can pass through.
Look at it! I look like a fucking emo.
The sign should have stopped at the wall
Yes.
on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Muse set to allow objects through,
I see.
Oh,
It's a wall only non-humans can pass through.
Yes. Unfortunately, the Donkey the Day streak ends at 6 consecutive days. That is dead.
That means the
Sean,
sign board
Donkey
can
the
pass
Day.
through the wall, right?
Donkey the D. Rashawn, Donkey the D!
Even if it
Okay,
was
today.
the chapel wall, how'd it end up by the mansion?
Fucking hilarious.
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
Donkey the Day goes to her cart.
Yes.
Why?
Oh,
Doesn't play C nor.
I, your
Yes.
partner, will give you
He
hints
plays
in
once
times
in
of trouble.
every 2 weeks, so that kind of qualifies too.
Does shit though.
shit. Yeah, I patrol.
I played last week, so that
All
counts.
of our common sense.
What a minute.
Yeah, staying at City Hall.
For how long?
2 hours.
Huh? Hell,
Camping
Daddy?
City Hall or driving around?
All the above.
Do you have a video of it on your fraps?
Big
Yes.
fraps? Nobody uses fraps no more.
You mean props?
Just
Good
fraps.
point.
Yeah, fraps been updated since 2007.
No, I mean, you mean 2013.
The guy died.
Into the river
I
were
mean, he
connected.
disappeared. Stopped giving away free frapskis.
Huh? Both
On the-
ends of river connected?
He got money from people and he's like, boy!
Fraps has been corrupted.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part
Come
of one big
on,
loop.
man.
The upstream part of the river is
Oh, come
connected to
on.
it.
UFC Online should be the same as offline, man. He gets out of my grapple.
What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
You see, if you play it
throw
on
out all common
the
sense from your head. We're talking
single
about the
player is
virtual
different.
world.
The AIs have a different
And
reaction.
what about the wall?
When you play it online,
There's only
you,
one
come
wall to be
on,
passed.
man.
What a noob.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
I have no idea.
Number three.
Wrong.
That's it.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong.
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same
Wrong.
wall.
It's like the same wall, right?
The same wall?
We are not going to pay for that fucking wall.
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis.
Vicente Fox.
That single wall
The best
divides
president.
the entire virtual world.
Of Mexico.
Yes.
We are not going to pay for that fucking wall.
The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us...
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Yeah, Hangman's Gambit, isn't it? Gay, I hate this sniff. What? The world. Fucking shitcocks, where's an O, man? World what? L-O-R.
World order.
Shitcocks. P-O-S-P-L-O-S. World loops. Ah, okay, there we go.
World order.
That's world
World
loops.
order.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
I like the other Hangman's Gambit a lot more.
Loop?
Because that's where DSP said, ah, fucking shit. Fuck shitcocks.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example...
You can tell Sean is streaming with
when a character goes off the left side of the
Shut
screen and reappears on the right.
I'm streaming with OBS now, the OBS Classic.
Yes, exactly.
I was using OBS Studio to record while Shadowgay streamed, but OBS Studio's a pile of dirt.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would
It was
explain the way
gradually
the
lowering my
signboard was
FPS.
swept away.
Down to 22.
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Ah, shit, Cox, what is this? Where is the looping point? I have no idea. Where's the looping point? Fucking shitcocks, man. It must be on the east side, right? Well, time to fail 7 times like last time, huh? Fucking shitcocks, man. That's it.
Damn it! How many times are you gonna say shitcock?
Many until I get this shit.
There!
Oh, I got it. Alright, there we go. Would be a 5 in a marathon.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
You're not going to build that fucking
I
wood.
see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
Not going to build that fucking
And
wood.
any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right! That's how the virtual world works!
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Save frequently. If you don't save frequently, you can lose that.
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we
Rhymes.
solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Peachy talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
Boy, the gay intermission here. Save frequently. Whenever the game shows you can save, make sure you save. And save frequently.
And another thing. Yeah?
Yeah!
Ah! Huh? Huh? Really? Huh? Huh? Hmm?
Brush my teeth and I'm all good.
On the
My head!
One, two.
So we're gonna get
I've
executed.
been forgetting someone important to me,
Let's see about that two.
my head!
Whoops.
My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
Showtime.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best.
Right now, you're on the threshold
From this
of
point
amazing
forward,
adventure.
let's start a new life for ourselves.
Dun, 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 dun. One,
Our baby is excited to meet his
two.
daddy, you know?
Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Two. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Jesus.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Nice foreshadow.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Yes.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's
At least the
discuss
frame
her
rate is
murder
normal
scheme
now,
step
again.
by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Miu's alibi in the real world,
Yes.
she could say she was locked into the virtual
Yes.
world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Haha, nice loading screen.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Miu.
Haha, nice loading screen.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
You can just say that.
She was killed on the roof, right?
Yes.
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
Have to load to the virtual world and load back. What a game.
Probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the
For
locked
console
roof.
peasants.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it. If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Miu. Miu not bad person. Grown to think we could have been friends, if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That didn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Miu's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Don't not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard? Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Shitcocks. What the fuck is a lattice? Fuck's sake. God damn it. I don't know what a lattice is. Oh well.
Oh no!
I don't know why I did that.
Sounds familiar.
All I know is lettuce. I don't know what lattice is.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar.
You don't know what lettuce is, idiot?
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there.
Oh, the wood thing is the
They were too
lattice.
small to make that noise.
Isn't it?
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
That was such a waste of an answer. Puttike par jubele.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have
You
hit
don't
the
know what a
chapel
lattice
wall
is?
really hard.
What's wrong with you?
I guess I do, then I
Felt
forgot.
the impact all the way from the
I didn't know what that
inside
wood
of the
thing was.
chapel.
Freaking piece.
Yeah, that's the
Don't
real
retard.
question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Hey Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Your what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Such a handhold. Even DSP can do that snit. S. S. S-L-I. S-L-I-O. Slid. Okay. What's the fucking L? LOL. Yes. Shitcocks. F-O-R. Roof. Third word is roof. I don't know what the second word is. F-O-R. Oh, fuck it. Let's try that. Oh, slid off roof. Alright, there you go. I got.
I see now.
There we go. Patience is a virtue.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide.
Just like fucking debate scrum.
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Probably not. Perjury. God damn it. I wonder what the lie could be here. I have no idea what the lie could be.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
It didn't make that much noise. It must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on the roof. They're not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around them.
Okay, so it's obvious what the regular snit is, but I have no idea what the lie is. Shitcocks.
Real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not. It's not the issue. Sliding down
Snow is
easy to do.
You just need a sled or ski to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around. That's wrong.
Fucking gay. Oh, no back route there, I guess.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that
fucking
was found
shit.
by Mew's avatar?
Fuck shitcocks.
The culprit later on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
Nice loading screen.
After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
Nice loading screen.
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Very gay, but screenshot.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I
Me too.
hate that hedgehog!
Oh, it's almost 12:30.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling nice.
Wait, is he talking shit about Sonic the Hedgehog, really?
Yeah, me too. Fuck Sonic.
Gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start
She
calling
told you
you
she got crushed by
grandfather
something.
now?
This.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from Mew, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Oh, you got me!
Well, I mean...
What?
This guy always lies, so it must be him, right?
It's you!
Yeah, of course.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now. It was that testimony that bothered me.
Shit, cock. Oh, okay, I see it. Fucking text boxes. We'll snap. Wow, I'm gonna get destroyed for this sniff.
I see it!
Fucking more shit.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you
Major points taken away for that one.
But later, you said... That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Stop them, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, Grandfather! Stop them before your grandkid is born!
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
It's another fucking perjury. I don't know. Looks like this is a back route.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Wait, you're supposed to lie here. Shitcocks. You're supposed to lie here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be lying with.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies. Lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
Kokichi was not in the salon.
And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Well, I mean, there's one obvious thing here. I guess. Try that.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
I didn't get a V for that one. I didn't get a V point for that one. That's horseshit.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
GG.
What? Really?
GG.
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi? So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
Pride debate scrum.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No. Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room. I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Or not, never mind.
Oh well. I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
What comes around goes
Why do you
around.
guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people.
Just like the Fast and DC.
You deny all of that just because it's a lie. Then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess.
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan.
I have to go in a little bit.
I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world.
What?
That's also why I
That's
worked
wrong.
together with Monokuma.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive?
Is this gonna be like
outside
continue
world is
tomorrow?
the motive,
or
right?
You're gonna do it all tonight?
Will be continued on Monday.
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
Whoa.
I didn't help him with anything, and
Tomorrow,
I had
holiday.
nothing to do with the murder itself.
No.
When's
He
President's
merely
Day?
suggested a way to spice up the killing game,
Trump
and
removed it.
I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Bullshit.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but You're confessing without much of a fight.
President's Day 2018. Do my kids have to go to school? Is the liquor store open?
Get in the way by taking away the mystery
Yeah,
solving
too.
fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make
President's
it
Day
boring for
2018.
everyone.
It's from
That's my
pinlive.com.
Well then, the culprit is gone.
XD.
What?
It's next Monday, by the
Huh?
way.
What did you...
Well, it's just, it was this
Wait!
Monday.
When did Gonta kill Mew?
Valentine's Day is this weekend. President's Day is next week.
Lying.
Fuck Valentine's Day.
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth. He's not someone who lies all the time like you.
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Gonta not understand what's going on, but still. Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. 'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I hope the next installment of
used
Game of
my
Thrones
magic
comes
to
out soon.
check.
I mean,
Gonta's
as far as the
definitely
book
not
goes.
lying.
Fuck the book.
Then let me ask you guys.
The book is
If
good.
it's not Gonta, then who's
The books are
culprit?
good.
You, of course.
What kind of flavor do they have?
Come on! There's already proof that
Oh,
I
and here's
couldn't have
something about
killed
Stranger
Mew.
Things.
There's already
Stranger
proof.
Things Season 3
Oh,
to be
did
shorter
you forget
than
already?
last season.
Then let me make it
Oh,
clear
no.
again.
Fuck
Why I can't be the culprit!
There's gonna be a reboot of Sabrina the Witch, or whatever that is.
Nasty.
I am not the culprit. I prove that to you guys already?
Game of Thrones,
Clue is how
the
Mew
final
was
2
killed.
books are rumored to be 1,500 pages each.
Okay.
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Just gotta fucking read a book
Totally
like that.
resisted if she was
I
being
do.
strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of
I'm
your
on the
virtual
4th
avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if
The
she
third
did
book was
resist, the
so
most she could have done
large,
is merely
they had
touch the
to like
culprit.
divide it into 2 different books.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept
It's
strangling
like
her, no
1,000
problem.
pages.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
Shitcocks.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
You got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
Supposedly
case,
the
even
next
if she
book
did
is supposed to be
resist,
out this year.
the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have... No problem.
Oh fuck! God damn it! Fucking shitcocks! I pressed the wrong button.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to
Fucking
strangle Mew.
shitcocks! God damn it! Didn't get the V
Why
marker.
wasn't it possible?
Oh, and he's released 9 chapters to the public.
Mew modified my avatar,
9
so if
rushed
she attacked me,
chapters
I
that
wouldn't
could
be
be a
able to
pile of
resist.
snit by the
Oh,
game
it's not
snit.
rushed because he's been working on this
If
book for
Mew
like 5
touched me,
years.
then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
Great.
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched
There's
me.
characters in the books who aren't on the TV show. Makes it completely different. I like it.
If you were using the toilet paper,
She told you
wouldn't need
it
to
was
touch
her
her
own
directly.
creation.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
But so far,
Which means, as long as she
first
died from strangulation,
the first 2
it couldn't have
seasons
been
of the
me.
TV show has pretty much matched
Wait,
the first
what if it was
2
something
books.
besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
With some
Kaido
with
is
some
really
things
desperate to
different
make me
here
the
and there, but
culprit.
for the most part, they matched up pretty well.
No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth.
Books run out. They run out like Trump.
The culprit who killed Mew is
the book in
Gota
the series was
Gokuhara!
good.
This is the truth you all adore so much.
What?
no! Go to not kill Mew!
What'd you say, Lil Tag?
What?
What did you say as Rankrat's rebuttal? What did you say?
True!
You said
gotta
something.
believe Gota!
You
man.
disputed the books.
Anyone.
I believe you.
No, the books, yeah, same
Self-confident
shit.
everyone. There's no way Gonto would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe
Whatever it's on the
Gonta
books,
too.
it might be in the show,
I'm
but not
gonna
on the
listen
movie. It
to
just happened.
Kokichi's lies.
Yeah.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar
And
like
the rest
him?
will be in the Telltale games.
Yeah.
He's lying about Gota being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
It's gay, but whatever.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know
I'm
we
just
can't
saying
solve
this,
this
but-
case with belief alone.
Yeah, there's no point in reading the books if you watched already the whole show.
It's just that
You see it through
something doesn't
a
add
different
up.
perspective.
I have this
No,
feeling
it's the same perspective. It's just the
something's
same
off.
shit, just in writing.
We can't keep going back and forth like this.
Unless
We
you've
need
watched,
to discuss
unless
this.
you've read the books and seen the show.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
You see, even Backfire saying it's a
Too
weed
bad,
thing. I
Kaito.
agree with the guy.
Looks like
Fuck
Shuichi
Backfire.
agrees
Alright?
Whoa!
Fuck Backfire. Fuck him
You're
and his
just mad
Vikings.
because the
Alright?
Patriots lost the
No,
Super
I'm
Bowl.
not trying to.
Fuck Backfire, alright?
Yeah, fool. Just
Backfire. Backfire doesn't get the show, alright?
Irony!
He doesn't
Even
get the
Backfire
show.
agree that you're mad at the Patriots
It's all
lost the Super
thanks
Bowl.
to Kaito that Shuichi
Fuck
got his
you,
act together as
Backfire.
a
Fuck
detective.
Backfire. Alright?
How is that possible?
And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others.
Fuck you, Backfire. Alright? Fuck
Well,
you.
can't be helped.
He wants-
That's just what
here.
a detective
He's
does.
in chat.
Fuck you, Backfire.
In the
That's not
Twitch
it,
chat.
Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone survives.
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please.
Message deleted,
please,
message
Gonta.
deleted, message deleted.
What? Why?
Oh, he,
Backfire has been timed out for 5 seconds. Reason stop
We
spamming
might as well
cats.
discuss it.
Animated by Nightbot.
oh yeah, you need to
What?
change that shit, bro.
Oh.
To give
As a
Backfire mod.
precautionary
Wait, I
measure,
think I could
that's
do
all.
it, right? No, I can't.
Owned it. Well, I guess I
No, I
will
can't give
later.
him man.
I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta
To
was
commit
capable
him
of
to do
committing this
something.
crime.
What is his name? Backfire and then 911 in words?
Only then can we
Yes.
arrive at a logical
It's the
decision.
long ass name.
You guys, why don't you get it?
Why do you
That's
think
just
he
what
meant it that
Kokichi
way?
wants.
Because he knows his
Cause
exactly
he,
what he's
cause he didn't want to be
Just
like
trying to
fucking
split us
noise
up.
with dot.
Shuichi, open your eyes.
Owned it.
But
The One Truth Special!
Ah, the scrum debate.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now.
He says people struggle to pronounce it.
I'll just say
911.
I just say Backfire 911. That's all.
So, the Ultimate Academy is
If only
proud
Boreats
to
would
present
have,
its
you know,
very
struggles.
own more phenomenal trial grounds!
So we're gonna do that again?
He changed his name because he had his original name under his,
Why don't
you know, human name.
understand?
Owned it.
You're my sidekick, aren't you?
So I called it off. But like I never call you by your real name, anyways.
Alright, time for the FPS killer, the scrum debate. See, we're down to 30 FPS already.
So
Wow,
fucking
excellent.
Backfire got turned down by Disco.
Yeah.
So after this, are you done, Rashawn?
Well, not gay because they were playing the game and then Backfire and then he's like Disco like, I'll be back. I'm getting some bacon. And
Yeah.
there you go. That's it. He disappeared. Never came back. So everybody in the stream suspected that he was playing CNR with Naka, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that
We
separates
didn't
the
know. We
rooftop
never.
from the actual
Yeah.
exterior.
He did.
There should have been
Well,
witnesses
come on,
at the
Backfire. You
entrance
know he
hall.
dipped into that girl, man. Come on.
no, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi
It's gonna be
especially was working with
Valentine's Day, so
Kokichi,
he's.
I did cooperate
he's
with
needs a girl.
Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
No. This was yesterday that he was playing with Disco on
That isn't
PUBG.
possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
That's how I got a feeling he's
Are
still
you
playing
saying that
CNR, but
Gonta is the
Master
culprit?
Yeah.
Watch, he's gonna ask you to go in there and
you
make
saying
some
that
little
Gonta is the
items for them
culprit?
for Valentine's Day, like a little
I
heart,
can't say for
bed,
sure
or
he's
all
the
that
culprit.
bullshit.
I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't have...
Kokichi! Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that
Last
separates
debate
the
scrum of
rooftop
the
from
game
mansion
is
exterior.
dead.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No,
Maybe they're
none of us
gonna
were in
they're
charge
gonna
of the entrance
Snapchat their
hall.
whole thing together.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi! I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie.
Okay, Rashad, I had enough. We think for one day.
That is impossible, because
Who's a fat
Kokichi's
guy?
avatar had special
Oh, yeah, that's
settings.
what that person.
Big fat
To
guy.
not kill Mew. Honest.
Sleepy
I
time.
got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Time.
This is Trump's answer. Yeah, fuck you, Backfire. Alright, fuck you. Okay.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to
Oh
discuss
no, we
it.
have 1 minute left. That's pretty gay,
That's
huh?
ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over
Yes.
Gonta?
Look at that. Rack Rat, the showstopper.
I
Shocular!
just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
Hopefully there's a non-stop debate right now.
You're gay.
Gonta telling truth.
Hopefully there will.
Gonta
Oh,
really not culprit.
shitcocks.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
Fucking shitcocks. Alright, well, I guess that ends the first semi.
Look at the show.
Yes. You don't get the
Dragon Ball Z.
show.
Shocular.
Shocular. That ends the first 80% of the class trial.
You mean the Trump trial?
The Trump trial, yes. See ya next time for more, as it is. Until then, let's see here. Let's put some beautiful Trump. Yes, beautiful Trump. There you go. So see you next time for more of the 4th class trial of Danganronpa V3. And remember, fuck you, Backfire 9/11, and fuck your friends. See you next time.
Drama queen.
Yes.
But didn't I tell you guys already?
On a lighter note, at least DSP and his grill have gotten to Washington. So
If you're planning to
now,
expose a liar,
yeah.
then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they
Oh,
reveal
Valerius is
their
here.
true self as a liar,
no.
hiding beneath a layer of
Valerius.
deceit.
Black people.
That's why it hurts my heart to persecute
We miss
Gonta
you.
like this.
Bro, I was here yesterday and the day
Gonta.
before.
If you understand,
Well, I
then
didn't
do
see
it
it yesterday.
right. Make
I was here
logical arguments
last
for
week
the
and
truth.
the week before.
Not you last week.
Logical
And then
arguments.
And then Tank was like,
Means
I was
use
not
your
going
head
support
to make
her, so-
arguments.
Yo, guys, you all should
Use
dream big.
head?
Fuck the small thinking niggas.
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta
Yeah,
prove
Sean.
that you aren't.
Blair.
At this point, I just give up on,
really not
on the
know.
whole muting people for saying dropping the M-bomb.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know. God, why are you
The
so
funny thing,
dumb?
I've never seen the N-word as yet. That will change very soon.
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
So what's new, Valerius?
You're a
There's
true
a movie
gentleman?
coming now.
More like a true nincompoop.
No.
What have I seen? Oh
now
god.
that's just bullying.
Look at the stream channel and you're gonna see why I'm saying no.
Bullying?
Yes, sadly,
Yeah, so
OBS
what?
is
That's
going
what you
to...
do in
Rashawn is
this
currently
game,
streaming
right?
on Twitch, so please govern yourselves accordingly. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to get Rashawn banned just like how he got me banned from winning the Super Bowl last year.
You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
Lonzo Ball.
That's
You
resigning with
better
the
be
Lakers.
weird.
He's going to resign.
I never ganged up.
No, he's not. His dad doesn't want him to resign.
Don't
What? His father is
argue
crazy.
back already! Just make
Yo,
an
Lonzo
excuse
Ball,
or
we have Isaiah Thomas. That's going to give him some shots.
I think Isaiah Thomas
Stop
is better
what?
than fucking
You
Lonzo
mean
Ball.
stop the game?
Yeah, he's a Celtics
Hey,
player. He didn't
do you
play for the
even know what
Bulls
you're
anytime in his life, so he's good.
Yeah, I know.
The last
about
good
it?
player out of Chicago Bulls.
I don't want to
was,
survive if it means I have to
Luol
stoop to
Deng.
your level.
Lies, Jimmy Butler.
Luol Deng. And then Jimmy Butler is a second.
Oh, that's a low blow right
Players
there.
that came out of Chicago so far.
Then just die in a hole for all I
and
care.
Elton Brand.
We want to live, so
And
stop
Nicola.
getting in our way.
Well, does he go to Duke?
Wait. If you don't
I
shut
don't
your
know.
mouth, then I'll shut
Nicola
it for
came
you.
from Europe.
Permanently.
Oh, say shit then.
Muggy, please,
Hell
calm down.
Yeah, he is. If he's not from Duke.
So, Rashawn, how long is this
Sorry.
show tonight?
It Gonta's fault.
Until
Everyone's
the
so
conclusion.
upset.
Whatever that
Gonta
is.
telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I'll say 90 minutes tops.
Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out
Yo, come on, say
already!
the
That's
B
all
word.
you've been saying this whole time!
It's like a
You're the one
10-year-old.
who needs to cut it out.
And we said a V word.
Are you 10?
Am I 10?
Are you 10 years old?
The fuck is that question about?
Ah,
Can I say the V word?
there you go.
Nick, I mean, anyways,
Nice job, Kevin Hart.
what a pussy. Can I say the V word?
Yes, you can say... Yes. Yes.
I'm not sure. I'm not feeling good about this. I can't say it.
Yes.
J,
Yes.
Thanks.
Brad.
So you guys going to watch the Marvel movie?
Oh no.
I've been watching Game of Thrones.
No, watch it. I mean,
That's
watch
it.
the movie.
No. Game of Thrones is better.
Did Gonta get
Excuse
into
me,
an
you're
accident
racist.
in
You
the
don't
virtual
want to watch
world?
that movie?
Accident?
No, that's wrong.
Excuse me, you don't want to watch...
Game of Thrones have different kinds of races in it, so there you go.
No, but this movie is the best because it has an actual lead role played by an African person. Not this Game of Thrones, oh, you have to be a 6'4" white guy with long hair to be a star.
There's African Americans in it too.
What?
Has Africans in it too.
But the Africans are probably like slave workers or so on.
Nope.
I was wrong.
Yes, they are.
No.
What? As in, they're not lead roles. They're just a side
Some,
pieces.
no, some
This
are
is
leaders
it.
of their own cities and countries.
When we logged into the virtual
I know
world,
Russian have
an
like
avatar
side
user error occurred.
bitches. Yo, Russian, I don't think you have side bitches because you're everyday.
Side bitches. To have a side bitch, you need to have a bitch, idiot.
What?
What?
Repeat, nigga.
Do you know what constitutes a side bitch, idiot?
No.
That means you have to have a main grill first, Fag.
What's up, nigga? You have a main grill.
Avatar user error?
If you have a main grill, that's the only one you can have a side bitch.
Ever since Goku
Well, you
logged
have
out,
side
he's been
bitches
saying,
like
"I don't know, I
records
don't understand."
and...
I don't think so.
Yeah, you are. Come on, be
That's
side.
because Gonta doesn't understand the
Russian
virtual
is like
world, right?
proposal and so on. Say, oh, can I be? Can
That's
you
what I
leave
thought
my
at first.
this side?
But I
Sean's
think it's
like my
because of
brother,
the
so
error.
No, you're the coleslaw to his KFC meal.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Listen, side bitches. Yeah, Russian, you're black, so you're supposed to have side bitches.
Yes.
He needs to have a main one first. So.
Well, Russian has a main, and he don't want to tell us.
Really, Rachel?
Yeah, as in he tell us that
Shitcocks.
what the hell? Yeah, that.
Wait, he's not gonna talk about it while he's streaming, so okay.
Yeah, we all know that. Russian has bitches.
Listening to Belair's 2012.
What's up? You listen to me, nigga. When I say Russian, you say
I see now.
Fuck shitcocks.
I believe it's possible
Shut
that
up, boy,
Gonta
slap on
doesn't
your knob.
remember what happened in the virtual
Yeah.
world.
Huh?
He doesn't remember.
Sometimes I want to punch you.
You started
Well,
saying, I don't know anything
if I was in a
after leaving the
shitty
virtual
ass
world.
what like in Chicago, of course I would feel the fucking same way, bitter and ugly as fuck.
You have the
that's
same
the
weather
result
right
of
now
some
in North
kind of memory
Carolina.
error.
Shut up, nigga.
Actually,
Yo, it's
a little
warmer.
bit. It's
That's
warmer
why he
in
doesn't
North
remember
Carolina
anything
this
that
week than it
happened
is
in
in
the virtual
Chicago.
world.
So.
Yo, we're experiencing the 70s. Suck on a slab on my knob, boy.
Thing right here,
Not
boy.
even killing Mew.
Chicago had snow just a day or two ago. Take
What?
We're gonna have 70, not even 70.
That's ridiculous. Quit screwing around.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
65 this
absolutely
weekend.
ridiculous.
I think it's gonna start
What do you mean
tomorrow,
he doesn't
and that's good
remember?
because I
He's
could
just confused.
finally turn on the water for
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory? Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way, Gonta's the
We
culprit.
don't hate on you. There's nothing to hate.
Shitcocks.
Gonta never hurt anyone! Doesn't remember one keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't remember
Never kill a friend!
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is gentlemen, protect friends!
affected all of us.
Your eyes are...
But because
What
we're
are you doing about
all
it?
Gonta never lying!
that means there was no
Gonta swear! They believe Gonta!
Slab bomb now.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
DNR.
Doesn't remember Gonta one keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't remember
Never
doing
kill a
it, right?
friend!
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is gentlemen, protect
should
friends!
have affected all of us.
Your eyes aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying!
That means there was.
I heard it!
I heard it.
You guys on your truck out,
The cause of the error that affected
Sean, what is
Gonta's
this?
avatar.
It was
Stop debate or
it was a mass panic debate, which is the same thing that happened on the CNR radio last week with 7 people talking at one another at the same time.
Is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
It's -3 in Hartford.
It's -3, no?
Yes, it is. -2 foot pump.
No. It's like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
I think
25.
Gonta messed up something with the cords. causing
People who use Celsius, you're in America. You're in America. You gotta use Fahrenheit.
Consciousness and memory.
Shut up, pussy.
Then there's
You're in
an error with
America.
memory.
You're supposed to use opioid and eat Tide Pods.
What's wrong with you?
Like an error that won't let you bring your
That shit is a
avatar's
nigga.
memories to the real world?
Believers.
What?
You're in if you're in America, you're supposed to be doing
Do you think
the-
it's
the
possible that you've
cinnamon
improperly
challenge.
connected the cords?
Like
Not
EDP.
me.
What about the
How
Tide
Gonta's
Pod
supposed to
challenge,
remember
Backyard?
that?
It looks nice and it tastes good.
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over.
Probably
Right is the hand you hold your chopstick
Wow,
in.
it's 13 degrees in Chicago.
Oh, but Gonta hold chopsticks with this hand.
Yes.
That's your left
It's probably
hand.
minus. That's it's not 13.
What?
It's probably minus something.
Oh, that's Celsius section.
Looks like it's decided.
What? Decided.
Fahrenheit is normal.
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world,
Fahrenheit-
don't you?
Fahrenheit is for white people. If you're not
Gonta
white,
will
don't
not
use
remember.
Fahrenheit. If you're black, you Celsius.
Seriously.
Well, yeah, it makes sense
Gonta
because
not even go
you're
to
on
this
a new
virtual
forest.
world place.
Celsius too.
What?
What about all the Europeans that use Celsius?
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
Gonta fall
what I
asleep
mean,
when you
white
put
people,
helmet
you know
on.
what I mean, right? I mean, white people use Fahrenheit, black people use Celsius because black people we don't copy nobody.
But Barld uses Celsius. He's
Who use Celsius?
Barld.
What is that?
Warlord.
Ron.
Okay.
When Gonta wake up,
Okay.
Gonta
He
not
uses
know what
Celsius.
happened.
Okay.
And I use fresh air and he used fresh air. He's relevant. Next. I see. Jesus.
So,
Yeah,
Gonta worried.
Tank ass
Gonta not
because
understand
Valeria's
what
gay.
everyone talking about.
Yes.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to
Yes, the
understand.
8-ball is
Gonta
Valeria's
imagined
gay.
real hard.
The answer is, if the current day of the
That's
week
enough,
ends
Gonta.
ends in a
We
Y,
already
then
know.
yes.
Yo,
No,
yo,
what?
bring your ass over here, bitch.
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me.
Otherwise, hell no,
and
your
killing me.
calendar is fucked. You've got bigger problems.
Wait a minute.
Bring your ass
that
over here,
lie.
bitch.
Gonta not kill Mew.
Valeria's
Why
I
would
think you're
Gonta
gay.
do that?
Bring your
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this!
I think he's talking to you.
And besides, Gota's
Hey,
got
it's
no
not-
motive to
It's
kill
not
you!
my fault the 8-ball said it.
Shut up, pussy, and get your...
Sounds kind of gay, bro.
Shut up, don't make me call a hotline and hear your voice.
So you're admitting that you call gay?
I already
items
gave you my
on
testimony on
Miss
how I
Jeffrey?
came up with the murder plan.
Shut up.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
If you thought it
That's
was
how you
Kichi,
pay your
if
college
what you're saying
tuition,
is
people
true,
call you
why
and
did you
act
plan
gay
it
for
this
them?
way?
Shut
You
up,
wanted to
you-
plan
you
the murder
mad.
yourself,
At
but
least-
have someone
at
else
least I'm
carry it
getting
out?
funded, nigga.
Is the
Yeah,
person
I
who
mean,
planned it
you
also
hate gay,
included as a
gay
blackened
people,
with
but
the
when it
perpetrator?
comes to you, it's okay. Alright, yeah. Good job.
Shut up, nigga. You think you can't outsmart me?
I'm not outsmarting you. You're just telling yourself you're just
Only the person who
admitting to
actually
the whole
commits
thing.
the
You know?
murder becomes the
If you
blackened.
were smart, you would have tech.
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Anyway.
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Yuke!
Who
Yes,
cares
Virginia.
about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I care about the
Valeria's
motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial.
Nice Valerius cameo.
Talking
Yes.
about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this
That
specific
added
case.
to the quality of the stream.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the
Cute.
culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
I said cute.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
2 kitties.
Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right? Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Miu could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Miu logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects.
Alright, then I have to enable
Gota,
that, which I'm
Samugi,
not gonna
Shuichi,
enable
and
that.
me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
Yeah, it tells you when was the last time
But
somebody
what's the
joined
reason for that?
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Miu hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Miu down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Nice.
The silent
If Miu
goddess.
touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
Vega went to play
So then, it's down to
C's
one
joke.
person.
I'm still here.
And who was that
She
again?
said Vega. I said Vega.
I know, multitasking.
Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything.
Shit, Cox.
A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Save frequently.
Kaito. I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions.
You want proof? I've got your proof. After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Yu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
And maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right?
How about that?
If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please!
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
Time for my favorite part.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept about this? Don't you know Gonta at all? Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
It ends here!
I didn't do that.
Damn it!
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
Toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea. But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
Nice loading screen. Nice loading screen.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true.
going to really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Okay.
Ah, shit, Cox. God damn it.
This is the truth of the case.
Babby's first
The
perfect.
case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison.
Is this
and
closing
placed it on
argument?
Kokichi's seat.
It's after the closing argument.
This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world
It's nasty kick in the balls that guy got.
was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable. Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world.
Played a game of CS with Mrs. Friends. Sure. 100% less toxic.
After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the
You
room.
rock an assassin.
He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion.
And Meme Man.
Still didn't get out of the Silver Elite,
Took
but
the lattice from the storage room.
played Cash. It was pretty good, actually.
Cash is snitting that. Oh, he's snitting.
And placed Mew's body on
Like
top,
Mirage,
along with the
I
hammer and the
Fuck
cell phone.
Mirage.
That's a better map.
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel, and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist. Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand, 'cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then
Damn.
everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Going to kill Mew. Forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why going to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
That's how Shayla might sound.
But is
It's
this
like
the
Gonta.
right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face-off! It's voting time!
Time to vote for Trump to get his second term.
Fuck out of here, you piece of crap.
XD.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result. as the Blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Nice frame rate.
What would have happened if you chose the wrong one?
Nothing.
You can't.
Majority. You can, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Oops.
Yeah, look, your first day in real life.
I got.
Absolutely right!
I got.
Let me hear your joyful voices! Let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Wah! Yay! And another thing. Here. Oh.
What was that?
Hey! Oh, I see.
Huh?
Please stop! All right! Huh? Because... But...
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data.
This.
Alter Ego Gonta is now
That's
I didn't
Valerius.
time the screenshot.
That's Valerius right there when he's trying to type something.
Alter ego?
When he says, fuck you, bitch.
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
And 45 minutes of dialogue.
What a mad.
What this? What happening?
Have you been watching the whole thing?
Most of it.
Huh?
And you missed out how it happened.
Huh?
What's that mean?
Hey, Now then.
Please. Why?
Huh?
Oh, man.
Oh. Gonta.
Huh?
Gonta don't know. Wrong.
That's...
Gonta.
Yeah.
But... Gonta.
What?
Oh. Huh? Yeah.
What?
What?
Please wait.
Hey, hey! Huh?
In other words, yeah!
Huh?
What?
You know? Huh?
Wait,
Incomprehensible.
Oh? You get it?
hey!
To tell you the truth, too bad.
Always messing around.
Nice loading screen.
Could it be?
Maybe.
Gonta! How'd this happen?
What did you say?
No way! Wrong.
Huh?
How'd this happen? But...
Yeah. You get it?
Hold on!
Hey!
Right?
Please! Sorry!
Why?
Huh?
But...
Nice loading screen.
Despair again?
Yes. Very lightly used.
It can't be!
By the way,
Huh? Gonta!
but...
Stop it!
Well...
Sorry!
Always messing around.
How can this be? Sorry! Gonta, idiot!
Huh? Yeah.
Don't screw around!
Please stop! Sorry, everyone.
I know that!
I suppose.
So am I!
That's enough!
Please stop!
Hey, hey!
Huh?
And another thing.
So,
So am I! Huh? I know that!
But...
Okay! Ah! Yeah? Honey!
It's very gay.
Now then, I've prepared a very special
Very, very
punishment.
Gonta!
No. How can this be?
It's punishment time!
Sorry, everyone. Gonta, idiot!
Fucking half V-Sync.
Well, this game's depressing.
Does.
What the fuck is this shit, man?
Exactly. Exactly. The fuck is this shit? That's exactly what it is.
What the fuck is that fucking dumb bear doing?
Having contractions.
They're having a kid. What the
Well, not really.
Seriously.
Stupid shit.
Well then. Well then.
This was stupid.
Well then.
And again, he's the last bear standing.
Yes.
Thrilling! Dang it!
Why?
Unbelievable.
But how?
Got a minute?
Okay.
Damn it.
Got a minute?
What was that?
You?
Huh? I don't want to, stupid head.
Yes.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake
Two
crying?
more trials, right?
You're so dumb!
Yes.
I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Because?
It's the twilight of the game now.
What? Hey! Well, you know. Huh? Which means... you really don't get it. Hey! Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart. I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
You?
Ben?
You're so dumb.
You bastard. Do you want to die?
Yes. Yes, fucking.
Don't screw around!
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You?
By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slow? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Kaito! Got a minute? You bastard.
Yes.
Let's have more fun. Monkey.
Are you alright?
Sorry.
It's a good one.
Oh?
That's wrong!
Hmm?
No.
Oh, man.
Kaito! Huh?
Hey!
What?
Okay?
What?
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on, don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot, and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much, cut my throat or something. I don't know.
Kaito!
Shut up!
Huh?
Well...
I thought this was finished.
Damn it!
The temperature of the room.
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough.
I bet you the first girl is gonna kill him.
End it.
Yes.
The one that left, the one that says he's gonna follow her or whatever.
Now is the time.
I'm just guessing.
I'll end this killing game.
It's the Joker. Oh, there it is. There it is.
There it is.
I think Rat's thermometer broke.
No, I was just curious.
My adorable mono.
Sometimes you guys assume things that aren't true.
Like what?
Little monotone.
Like what you just assumed
Little
right now. I was just curious.
Little monodum. And the rest. Oh, why did you have to die? Your lives were irreplaceable. My grief is piling up like freshly fallen snow. I told them, make the most of your life, 'cause you only get one shot at it. And
Fucking
once it's
bear.
over, nothing can replace it. Oh, why did they take their lives for granted?
Fucking
If only they cared about their lives, they would have worked harder to earn my love. It's all their fault. Bad stuff always happens to kids whose parents don't love them. But the more I think about it, why did those kids even exist? What's an irreplaceable life